Hello, this is Keith from Cause for the Calves, and I just wanted to make a little video today and I'm up here with Snowy. This is Snowy and this is Hulk. I'll try and get Hulk's face, but he just loves attacking me, so to speak. There's Hulky. He just can't get enough of you. But so sorry for getting the camera getting knocked around a bit, but of course, you know, he just can't get enough of me. he just absolutely loves it and loves to be the star of the show, you know. But I have some really exciting news to say. Is that today I launched a project on Patreon to help us with the costs of rearing bull calves. So I've gone into a little bit of explaining the problems that we've faced with bull calves. Now those videos are available on Patreon, but those ones are available to anyone, so by all means please have a look at my Patreon account. The links of the Patreon will be in the video, obviously down below, and please have a look at that and see, you know, the reason why we are where we are and why I'm doing the project Patreon and for the Cause for the Calves. But Big Hulky here, if you're not really sure of your breeds of cattle, he's a Holstein or a Friesian, like you pretty much one and the same. I'll try and get the video down there a little bit because he's just hugging right into me. He's just, yeah, he loves it. But with these bull calves, he's a dairy bull calf, so let's call it I've saved him, and because of YouTube and hopefully I'll get some community support, we can keep him this way where he's going to stay being more or less like the star of the show. I want him to, he has a good following already of people that are subscribed to me YouTube, because of course, you know, like he's just absolutely beautiful, isn't he? He just, yeah, how can you speak higher of an animal where it just is behaving like this? He's just magnificent. But I know I sound like I'm getting little huffs and that every now and again, but that's because we put him on the scales yesterday and he came up, I think it was like 468 kilos. So even though he's only 14 months old, because he was born on the 4th of the 9th, so 4th of September in last year. So he's just over a year old, but at 468 kilos yesterday, like, he's got a lot of weight, so you know, he's just got to move his head around a little bit or something. Like, he loves rubbing me up, and when he moves his head around, obviously it comes with a good little thump. To him it's not much, but to us it's a lot. But I found this thing where I get this brush and give him a brush, and he just absolutely loves it. Like, at the moment he's just licking me leg like crazy. I'll try and show it while I'm brushing him here, because he's going, oh yeah, that's just great, keep going Keith, keep doing it. But he's a saved dairy bull calf. Now, we rear these dairy bull calves, and it would be alright if you could grow them all to this size, but we've only got 38 acres, so we just don't have the room to do it. You know, like, not at all. And so we're doing about 200 bull calves a year, but we're always, like I've explained in me Patreon videos, like, we've always got to sell them at the most expensive age, where they've had the most expensive milk, you know, and feedstuffs and whatever, to rear them. And because they're not shortchanged at all, like, these guys are fed the same as dairy heifers, so they're fed extremely well. There's no corners cut whatsoever in their feeding, and so you know, they become expensive to rear. And so trying to get a return when you go to a sale is just most of the time, and I say most because there might be an exception to the rule, but just about every single time we lose money on them. And given my medical conditions now, I'm having a good day now. I've just had a sleep, so that's the only reason why I can really function at the moment, is that they he just walks straight through here, just like, but of course he's having to eat us some really nice grass, and yeah, he's loving life. But yeah, that's what we do, is rear these bull calves. And yeah, I know they go on to dairy beef, or some of them, like him, get lucky enough to be a forever home. But of course I need community support for that. But of course I want to have him interact with people like this, so you guys can, you know, share in the journey of what's going on. We've got photos of him as a little calf, because we sort of always knew that we were going to keep him because he's got a really nice attitude. Like, he's well, we've done 10,000 calves, and really there's only less than a handful that have this attitude. So it's probably 1 in every 2,000, something like that have an attitude like this boy. And so you just treasure it. Like, it's good fun, it's good. But yeah, so that's the thing. And yeah, like I was saying before, I got my first Patreon, or first patron on Patreon, which, like, seriously, when I woke up this morning and I seen that just blew my mind. I know that, you know, like, it's the middle tier, which you see I've set up 3 tiers. Now, one is as cheap as chips. Seriously, it's only like $4. You know, he feeds a calf for a day. Amazing. Like, that's great. You know, I know there's 30 days in a month, but, you know, like, if everyone just chips in like a feed, guess what? He's fed, you know, and it helps us heaps. Like, without it, like I was explaining, it's really hard for us to be able to continue to do it. But the middle tier I've got set up, I can remember in Australian dollars, I think it's $23 or something American, but I know it's $28 Australian, which of course is, like, that's fantastic. That's enough feed of the whole milk, the grain, and everything that we're doing for a whole week for a calf. Like, bloody hell, seriously, that's just amazing. Like, that just, yeah, that's just unreal. Now, for doing that, I am happy to do one-on-one YouTube. I had that going for the first 30 days, and I'm only a couple of days into the Patreon now. And then I've got a top tier, which is about $120 American or something like that, or $140 Australian, which is for feeding a calf for a whole month. Now, I've put that in there just in case someone really wants to be, like, over the top generous. Now, for doing that, not only do you get all the extra content that I do for the YouTube that's dedicated to patrons, but I'll also do give the ability for someone to do naming of a calf, and I'll ticket the calf with one of these tickets. Now Hulky won't show me his purple ticket in his ear here, and I'll name it with the name that the patron decides, and we will give absolutely regular updates and photos to the person of the growth and development of that calf for as long as we have it here. Now, I know that only goes for like 3 months, maybe a bit more, but that's the offer that I can give. And hopefully that just is really good for people. You know, I'm really excited that there's some help already, and I'm really excited that there's potential for more help, because these guys really need it. And, you know, like, for 9 years now, we've been doing it off our own back, and the markets come and go so much that in the young livestock, you give up trying to make money out of it. You just can't do it. It doesn't work. But having said that, we're not giving up. Like, we've chosen to do it ourselves, and we're happy with those decisions. Like, it's not a problem. But, you know, given the severe medical conditions that I've recently faced, I was just hoping that I could offload a little bit of help, because we've had to get our oldest son to work on the farm and quit his other job, and he's not getting paid anything for doing it either. So it's costing us a lot. Because it's only right that he gets an income, and at the moment there's no way we can provide an income. You know, it's just the way it is. But the other boys here have come to visit as well. These other ones here are beef animals, but these are orphan calves that we save from beef farmers. We get, each breeding season, we get some farmers that contact us to buy their calves as orphan calves, and we rear them. And that's the things that we do, is provide the market for the farmer so they still get a return for their animal, but also that we provide them all of the same feeding as what we do for a dairy heifer, so they get the absolute best of everything. And yeah, and Hulk's an absolute star, isn't he? He's just beautiful. And of course there's Cinnamon, who's a forever cow here, and we got Marty, and we got Les in the middle there, and we got what we call a big girl over there, which is Cinnamon's daughter, and over there we have Mary, and over in the background there with the black and white one is called Chewy, and the other one there is Paul. And you met Snowy a bit earlier on. But yeah, that's a short thing. Well, it's turned into a longer thing now. But yeah, I really want to thank the person that signed up to Patreon to become a patron. It's just amazing, and hopefully I'll be able to put a name up here once I've got permission to do so, and show this video in Discord, because yeah, you truly, I brushed my own heart, you truly just, you make a massive change to our lives. Like, it's, geez, I've got a really nice crowd here now, don't I? And of course on the other side is Hulk doing his thing. Attacking the motorbike. He's good at that. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoy the video. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, you know, please like it and write a comment, because I write comments to every single person, and it is my comments. Like, I greatly appreciate everyone for spending the time to respond and write a comment. It touches our hearts to know that people actually care. It's really good. And that's where getting our first patron is just like, yeah, like I was saying, I just can't, I'm absolutely tickled pink about that. That's just unreal. So a huge thank you, and may everyone have a great day. All right, love yous all. Take care. See you later.